Miss Earth USA is a leader, not just her personal life, but in the environmental space as well.
At this point, I've reused so many straws.
I think that pageantry and environmental issues really go together.
Climate change is happening in real time. Every year that passes by, it's just gonna get worse.
The world is on fire and we can't hear it because these plants and animals don't have a voice.
They are beauties for a cause, and that cause is always environmentalism.
I said stop talking. I'm not judging.
We joke that we run on blush, protein bars, hairspray, and no sleep.
The Miss Earth organization uses this pageant system as a tool because, like sex sells, you know?
It's super, super competitive this year.
We have had some issues of bullying behind the scenes.
That's American.
People are under pressure, they probably didn't eat or even drink water.
These girls might as well have given you a loaded gun.
It can get a little brutal.
Today, we are going to talk about something that Miss Day cares about. Starts with an E. What is it?
English.
Not recycling. One of our vocab words? The environment. My name is Sunny Day. I am 27 years old, and I am the reigning Miss Oklahoma Earth. What is one thing that we can do differently in our lives to prevent or help climate change? Jesse?
Not throwing clothes in the trash.
Not throwing clothes in the trash.
Reusing the clothes.
Reusing the clothes. Ultimately, what I want to do as the next Miss Earth USA is serve as an educator for children all across the U.S.
In just 3 weeks, Sunny and 50 other women will take the stage for Miss Earth USA, a week-long environmentally themed beauty pageant in Orlando, Florida.
So my name is Sunny Day, but I do have an alter ego, and my mom named her Stormy Night. And I feel like Stormy Night kind of comes out on stage as my real sassy and fierce side. I am very reserved in this classroom, so getting to be on stage is kind of a source of freedom for me. I am ready to compete for Miss Earth USA. It's kind of bittersweet because I've accepted the fact that this is either my very last pageant because of my age, or it's going to open up big doors and opportunities for a much bigger picture and future for Sunny Day.
Miss Earth USA is the American branch of the International Miss Earth System, one of the big 4 worldwide pageants. Organizers and contestants say Miss Earth is a fun way to spread an increasingly urgent message, and they say it's different from other pageants, more diverse and less toxic in its culture and community. But can pageants ever really be more than beauty contests?
It's okay for some pageants to be a beauty pageant and just be a beauty pageant. But with Miss Earth, we walk the talk. We do the work.
So my platform is called For Our Planet and Our People.
My platform is sustainable fashion,
Hunger and malnutrition prevention,
Animal rescue.
The promotion and education of STEM in young women.
The winner of Miss Earth USA, first and foremost, she will go represent the United States at the Miss Earth pageant, typically based in the Philippines. She receives over $100,000 in order to facilitate herself to build whatever environmental platform she would like to focus on.
If I were given the Miss Earth USA title, I would want to create a whole team of sustainability advocates and consultants.
Hi, baby. When the birds flirt with you, it's really charming.
My name is Samiha Islam. I am Miss South Dakota Earth USA. I am 27 years old, and I never was involved in any sort of pageantry. I'm usually the background type of person. I volunteer with Safe Haven, the animal sanctuary. These animals, they're like humans.
Oh, Nuno's stuck in a box. Got his head stuck in a box. Silly cat.
We are definitely in a climate crisis right now.
Not every job is to look pretty, and saving the world isn't gonna be glamorous. It's not.
Pageantry is something that, I don't want to say dying out, but it's something that is not as prevalent as it was in the past. With pageantry and environmental issues coming together, it might be what both of them need.
In some ways, Miss Earth does have a reputation for being different.
So I switched over from Miss USA to Miss Earth USA because I felt like they weren't inclusive.
Especially being a Black woman in pageantry, it's really important to be able to come into a national system like this and be surrounded by people who look like you.
And while in some pageants women can easily spend tens of thousands of dollars on wardrobe alone, Miss Earth contestants often reuse, borrow, or even make their own recycled pieces.
This is the evening gown dress I'm gonna wear. This dress is gonna be 6 years old in June. I designed this dress myself, and this is my prom dress from high school. And there's a slit right here just because I'm a sucker for slits. This dress took like 2.5 months to make. The fabric costed about $125 a yard, and we bought like 7 or 8 yards, I can't really remember. My mom is still on me about giving her money back for that.
My name is Renielle Campbell, and I am your Miss Pennsylvania Earth USA 2022. I am currently a pre-nutrition student here at Temple University, and I am the youngest drill sergeant within the 98th Training Division. My platform is nutrition and military sustainability. A lot of people don't know, but the military, specifically under the Department of Defense, we contribute 5% of CO2 emissions into the atmosphere. If I win, hopefully I do win, I'm not gonna say if, when I do, I will be the first actively serving United States Army soldier to win the title and compete internationally at Miss Earth. My favorite part of nationals has to be the swimwear competition.
In recent years, bathing suit competitions have become the center of criticism, aimed at organizations like Miss America, which dropped its swimwear event in 2018.
I can see why they would probably get rid of swimwear and say that it's anti-feminist, but at the same time, I don't think it's anti-feminist. You gotta have a lot of confidence to go out there and just be vulnerable on stage in just a swimsuit and having people judge you.
Women have been protesting beauty pageants for more than half a century. The pageant world has seen waves of scandals and tales of contestants forcing themselves to meet brutal beauty standards. Many pageants have rebranded to focus on scholarships or important political issues, but it's unclear whether pageants can ever shed the shallow, old-fashioned stereotypes.
I do get asked often if pageants are outdated, are they antiquated, and I don't think so at all. I think that pageants are a beautiful hobby.
It's just another way of saying it's like a community, like any other community we find, whether it's like a chess community or a Dungeons and Dragons community.
The contradictions of today's pageants are especially noticeable with Miss Earth, whose environmental themes are usually associated with progressive politics.
A candidate must be a natural-born female. She must be between the ages of 18 and 28. Never married, and no children. So those are the rules that are established by the international organization that we also follow in selecting our candidates.
It's a throwback to when pageant girls were presented as pristine symbols of virginal virtue. But it's hard to see why having a kid or a spouse or being trans would have anything to do with environmental commitment, or even beauty.
Oh, right. I have lots of stuff in here. So this is sunny day, literally in a dress. It is bright yellow, and I think like 10 pounds.
At least.
I've worn this dress 3 times, actually. I'm gonna turn it around.
Oh no, girl.
My mom is my best friend and my hero. When we moved into Section 8 housing, she still made us feel like we lived in a mansion and we were in a 1-bedroom apartment.
I'm afraid that she's gonna win and I'm not gonna be there. Seriously.
My family can't come, it's too expensive.
It's just too expensive right now around the holidays. It's just not feasible.
When they call my name, my big thing is to raise my arms and make a big smile. And then I have my sassy walk forward.
First things first, shoulders are back, head up, chin up, hands on the waist. Foot is out, right foot is out.
It is the moment where you show off all your moves, your spins, your turns, everything you've been working for on your body.
All right, give me your affirmations.
I am beautiful, I am sexy, I deserve this, I am a winner.
What was that?
I am a winner. I'm a winner.
We are working hardest on her walking because she's new to pageants.
Oh, this leg hurts from that.
And hey, beauty is pain.
I have been preparing for Miss Earth mentally, physically, changing my lifestyle for the last 5 months. Waking up at 5:30, 6 a.m., hitting the gym, going to work, coming straight from work, back to the gym to meet with my coach.
For these contestants, all this work might just be the first step in a much longer journey. Because in a way, the real prize for Miss Earth USA is a chance to compete in the international pageant for even bigger stakes.
Mother Nature roars loud and proud,
including events like the costume competition, where each country's winner submits videos dressed as an animal of local environmental importance. Back in the USA, the competition is especially fierce this year. Miss Earth's growth and progressive reputation has meant an influx of contestants.
The competition this year is so big at Miss Earth USA. It's gonna be neck and neck to see who makes that top 20.
There's 55 women, and only one girl's walking away with the crown.
Florida. Georgia. Here. Hawaii. Here. Idaho. Here. Kentucky. Here. West Virginia. Here. Hey, guess what? Woo. If you're here and present and accounted for, you get dibs on the better dressing room. Woo! Yeah.
Don't rush your makeup. You're supposed to take your time doing that, and you should have been finished getting that makeup done.
I know. I'm so nervous. I will sit down and I'll think about it. I'll think about like everything playing out in my head, and then I'll literally just start sweating on the spot.
I want her to win. I want her to be Miss Earth, so she can finally not, Mommy, are you gonna make me another dress again?
She's the best.
No, she's the best.
We're both a little antisocial. We picked perfect roommates for each other. I'm excited. And I think, honestly, swimsuit's probably the most stressful part for me, just because I feel like every part of you is being judged.
Literally 10 minutes before we go on stage, all these girls were lining up and they're all just like putting on butt glue. And they're like, oh my God, yeah, it helps keep your bikini in place. And I'm like, oh my God, is that something I need? I've never done this before.
We're in these beautiful swimsuits and we're about to walk and the energy is going. You're backstage, you hear the people in the audience screaming, and it's your time to shine.
They use the physicality of women to be able to promote their cause that is for the betterment of the world. Yeah, we're using like pageantry and gowns to catch your attention, but ultimately at the end of the day, the goal is to provide environmental action.
It's still a pageant. We cannot run a zero waste event, right? Yeah, we are going to produce carbon footprint. And so that's like that contradictory on being an environmental program.
I get it. So we have hundreds of people fly into a city to put on a show with lots of lights and electricity, and are we using plastic? And yes, that's all something that we do look at. I don't think it's impossible to have a fully sustainable pageant.
It's also not something that our directors or our organization is like lying about. You know, they know that it's a big carbon footprint.
We bring reusable straws and we have reusable bags.
I think there's always going to be more improvement to be done.
I think that, live events are still important to have.
In theory, it's possible a non-eco-friendly event could have a net positive impact. But there are still moments when even the message gets lost in the fog of glamour and competition.
It's very difficult when you're in a room with 50 to 100 other women. It does get hard to not look left or right. Sometimes it's like, oh, is her body better than mine?
I've cried a few times today, so I had to touch up my tears.
I just want you guys to start heading to your side of the stage.
Hawaii?
Hawaii is missing. There's been a few hiccups, and so I think everyone's starting to get tense. It can bring out the worst in people.
She hopes to become the next Miss Earth USA in order to bring her platform of saving the bee population to a national level.
It's been like eye rolling, it's been looks, it's been people making small comments.
I mean, naturally, there's always some mean girls in like every situation.
We're all breathing. Beautiful ladies.
We're being bullied a little bit. I think that's why the directors are calling me in. And I don't know why, because I've been really nice to everybody, so.
I constantly evolve with grace and love. I am light.
Pageants have led to eating disorders for me. They've led me to having suicidal ideology. I was informed first that there was a group chat where I am pretty much the topic of discussion. Someone offered to show me who was in it and what all was being said, and as much as I would like to know, for my own peace of mind, I decided that that's probably not best for me.
I was definitely surprised. I've never had any bad experience at a pageant before. Every single one I've done, I still talk to every single one of those girls. So I'm definitely shocked.
There's also a group of people who told the directors that I lied about being 1, bipolar, 2, bisexual, but also that I lied about being Teacher of the Year, which is really heartbreaking. Going into the pajama party tonight, I'm feeling a little uneasy. Now I have to be in a room full of all of those women, not knowing which ones I can and can't trust. In high school, I had a group of girls that made my life a living heck. Once people found out where I lived and that my dad was homeless and on meth, they told everyone. And it was humiliating. And I made up this huge lie in high school about my life, and I pretended to be someone that I wasn't because I was so ashamed of who I am.
If you hear someone was being a bully, is that like immediate no?
I'd say
Like,
so.
yeah.
Bullying's not tolerated.
Yeah.
The whole thing is like we're supposed to lift each other up, and like if you can't represent that and you don't believe in that, like then you're not right for us. And I mean, girls will be girls, but
In general, you want ideally to crown somebody that everyone there is happy and appreciates and
Like
understands
the
why
earlier
she won.
Yeah.
So tonight we're judging the finals, okay? Remember, keep in mind with the diversity of our judging panel, we are not all going to probably agree on the results.
She is a mechanical engineer who has worked across multiple industries.
On top of her stage performance, each contestant is also judged on her eco-creds, evaluated through pre-pageant interviews, her environmental platform, and a 100-day plan for enacting it.
I love the young women that approach this from, and here are the steps you can take tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like right now, like when you leave this auditorium, if you do this one thing,
Yeah.
that contribution begins to actually make an impact.
We're gonna do one horizontal.
Hello everyone and welcome to the finals of Miss Earth USA 2023. Tonight we will get to appreciate their beauty, acknowledge their achievements, and the moment we've all been waiting for. You've met your delegates and now I will announce your top 20.
Samiha didn't make the judges' cut for top 20, so she joins the other eliminated contestants backstage.
Oklahoma.
But Sunny and Reniel both survived the first 2 elimination rounds.
Ladies, we'll see you soon in swimsuits.
They compete in swimwear and evening gown one last time. But the 2 of them aren't picked as one of the top 5 finalists.
Your Miss Earth USA heir is Maryland, meaning your Miss Earth USA 2023 is Kentucky!
Now is the time to protect our planet, the mental health of women everywhere, and that it begins with me.
The crown went to Danielle Mullins, aka Miss Kentucky Earth, a makeup artist who put in hundreds of hours of community service as part of her bid.
I'm an ambassador with Wands for Wildlife, so we're able to use recycled mascara wands to help aid baby animals in rescue centers to make a difference for them.
I feel a little disappointed, but I think that's part of putting yourself out into these things. You never know what's gonna happen.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little sad, but overall I'm good. Like, I literally can't cry right now because I'm so happy. But my feet are killing me too. Really bad, but you know, I'm just really happy. A lot of the girls and I were gonna go out and get some food, and then we're gonna get drinks, and then hopefully like hit the hot tub in our evening gowns. Yeah. It's so weird because I feel like I have to reset everything once I get back to Philly. Like, I have to go back to being like, you know, Renielle Campbell, not Miss Pennsylvania, Earth USA. This absolutely isn't the end of pageantry. I'm only 23. I have such a long way to go.
You look so gorgeous.
You look so gorgeous. I'm done. I'm aged out. I'm done. I'm retiring. Yes. I think I'm gonna walk away from here getting what I came here for. Most of these girls really do care about the environment, and that's the sisterhood I was looking for.
This is supposed to be my last one. It's just kind of emotional because I've put 10 years into this dream, but I'm excited to be back in my classroom. I think I'm ready to close this chapter and to do something bigger and better, like run for office, like I'm never wearing heels again.
1 month later, Sunny signed up for the Miss America pageant system, which recently raised its age limit to 28.
I do think that environmentalism and pageantry can be a good match, but I think it all comes down to who the messengers are. It's a hard message to push across, and it's a lifestyle change. It's something you have to do and believe, but it takes work to be both an activist and a pageant girl because they don't necessarily correlate, but I think it takes the right person to prove to the world that they can.